uh, oh, yo, hey, yeah, appreciate you. Dang, off the rip. I'm sorry, I did. King, shout out to the sub. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, this intro is mad scatterbrained, but fuck it, it's all right. We're here, episode 9. I'm feeling fine. We doing good right now. WenEazy, no cooldown is back for this week. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty solid. I'm feeling great actually. I'm feeling pretty good.
It's been a pretty up week. I'm not gonna lie. Like I didn't expect there to be as much news and just discourse about gaming shit this week as there was. Aside from the actual game drops and everything, of course, because Seafood and came out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different stuff in the pipeline that came out for this month. Like a lot of shit. But we here, man. We here. It's been a good week. But yeah, there's
Absolutely. I'm excited for the things to come.
for sure, for sure. But before we get into all these big ass topics that we were talking about, let's get a little warm up in. Let's talk about some of the stuff that we got on the warm up this week. So first and foremost, man, after a 20-year illustrious year captivating the gaming scene, the U.S. military-produced game America's Army is set to close its servers on May 5th of this year. So the free-to-play tactical shooter actually was shown to be the most effective form of Army advertising. So it was like the best thing that they ever rolled out for whatever fucking Army stuff that they did. But don't worry, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys are clamoring, chomping at the bit for more America's Army games. So their sequel, America's Army Proving Grounds, has about 300 people playing on its servers right now. So you can still chat it up with some base bunnies and claim your virtual Camaro today. How are you feeling about this, man? It's a sad day, honestly. I might have to just salute because it's crazy.
I Why? I didn't know that this thing existed.
Bro, yo, you ain't
I
know this
don't
was
I
the
don't
thing?
like this. I don't like this at all actually. It's just like I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I mean, rip to them, I guess, but like that's kind of all right. Like
Yeah.
this game better be like whatever. There's just so much to unpack about the fact that I didn't know that this was a thing. Like there's just I feel so uncomfortable that there's unless it's
Bro,
like, hey, just for people who were in the army, like, oh, you can like
nah,
meet up with your army
no,
buddies. But it's like anybody. So it's like
no,
if you're a
yeah.
kid and you don't have money for like Call of Duty, you can play a free to play game that is like run by the people who want to hire you to go overseas. That's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't feel
Bro,
comfortable with
bro,
that.
like specifically, like, no, this was a specific advertising tactic by the military to be like, yo, hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to play them other games, shit, y'all gotta pay money. You can come in here, play this free to play game. Then you like drive the Humvee. You know what I'm saying? They had like different roles and stuff, be a medic or whatnot, like not like actually in game, but just generally. And then you fought some, vaguely obscure military force, which is like honestly, that is like, damn, that's real picturesque if you ask me. So shit just looked real funny in the light, bro. I'm sorry. Like that's crazy. And to my surprise, they had sequels for this, and they still have a sequel out right now that's still playing. Like has 300 people. Thank goodness, not so many. But damn, like people getting low key indoctrinated to be like, yo, you know what? Maybe I should do this in real life. Maybe I should just like.
Like seeing army commercials in my PlayStation store was like uh seeing
Too
that is
close.
a little yeah like that even that when I used to see that I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird, whatever, I'm just gonna scroll by and look for the deals that I'm here for. But playing a whole army game that I'm pretty sure isn't a realistic depiction of what it's like to be in the army, run by the army, that's kind of weird. That's kind
That's
of weird.
It's kind of sus, bro. It's kind of sus. That's all I'm saying. It's like I feel like I've seen a commercial on this, not like just random army commercials, but specifically one on this where it's like, yo, actually play the game. I think I've seen that several times over the years. I'm just like, I don't want to play that shit. Y'all don't got no perks. Y'all don't got no
Yeah.
Call of Duty kill streaks, bro. What the hell wrong with y'all, bro? Like, y'all gameplay mid, dog. Y'all can't even simulate this
it's
joint
just
right. Whatever.
it's just weird because it's like y'all have been in real combat. Y'all shouldn't. You know how bad it is. So to make a game out of it, I don't know. It's kind of disrespectful, but it is what it is, I guess.
Bro, I mean, if y'all made like a Space Force version, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I
Yeah,
tap
that's
in, you know what I'm
cool,
saying?
maybe.
Maybe, but yeah, I don't know, bro. Y'all wilding, bro. I'm just saying. A wise sage once said ages ago, "I'll serve crack before." Never mind. I'm not even gonna finish the quote. I'm not even gonna finish the quote, boy. I'm not even gonna finish the quote.
That's so funny.
Anyways, on to the second little piece of the warm up. So I really guess the star of the upcoming Hedgehog sequel wasn't getting paid enough, so he resorted to drastic measures. So in DeLand, Florida, this past couple of weeks, because of course it had to be Florida. What other place in the world would it be? A bank robbery attempt was made by a man who decided to wear a Sonic mask and threaten a teller with a hammer. Now, it was unclear if Sonic got any money out of the situation before he fled, but he escaped. And now the DeLand Police Department are searching for him, according to the latest reports. So Sonic is on a run. I don't know what he's doing in between filming shoots and all that stuff like that, but he's threatening people with a hammer in DeLand, of all places, Florida, DeLand, Florida, and he's just trying to get money out people. What's going on?
Sonic being on the run is not something that I'm surprised about whatsoever. That's kind of his thing. Money is also Sonic's actual life force. Without the rings, he actually dies. So again, if anything, we should have expected this from Sonic. I think that we should have seen this coming a mile away.
Hey, yo, catch him raiding the K Jewels in the mall next time, bro. You trying to get all them gold rings, bro. It's serious. It's serious. Emeralds, all that shit, bro. He need that. You better run them pockets. We knew this. Facts. Run them pockets, please. Like, I'm sorry. I see now. I was like, bruh, like Sonic, Florida, and just robbery. I was like, yo, this shit just makes sense for us, doesn't it? It just makes sense for Florida. Like, I sometimes, like, I'm just like, yo, association with this state is hell. Because you get automatic slander, bro. You get automatic, but I don't claim this state, bro. I don't claim this state. I claim adjacency around Disneyland, nigga. That's like a safe area, I guess. I don't know what to say about Sonic or whatever they doing out here, bro. But trust me, like Florida is a wild place, bro. Random side story. I remember, like, I don't know if I told this to you, but I remember I was in college, right? And I was just like up late night. I was like literally just studying, chilling in the crib, right? And I get a text alert. You know how like colleges give you text alerts for any like disturbances or police reports or whatever?
Yeah. Like public safety or whatever.
Yeah, public safety. Literally, I get an alert at like 12:47. And it was like, oh yeah, Southwest such and such. Bojangles Bojangles robbed by a man with AK-47. Suspect currently on run. And it was like, you know what I'm saying, police covering scene. I was like, so many questions. Why that Bojangles? Because that Bojangles was mid. Oh my gosh. I tried it once. That shit was ass. So why? Two, AK-47 for a Bojangles. Like, if you was raiding a Chick-fil-A that's down the street, I understood you get the AK, bro. You need to make sure because somebody might have some under the tuck. But a Bojangles? Nobody, they don't even got no damn batons in there, bro. The Bojangles ain't worth that. Somebody must have been desperate. I was second guessing my whole life, bro.
It's wild. I remember around me, because I live in PA, this lady pulled a gun out at a Chipotle because they weren't making her order the way she wanted. And I was just like,
where's the motherfucking guac? Where's the guac?
Like, you pulled the Glock for the guac. That's actually what happened. And that's what's crazy to me. Like, I was sitting there like, imagine telling her like, I'm gonna have to charge you extra for anything. Like, no, she pulled a gun out on me. Like, I don't care about this job.
So that's why I got the extra clip for you. I ain't charging shit. You're not charging shit. You're not charging nothing. Excuse me. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no freaking way, bro. That's wild, man. Florida is a special place. Very, very special. Anyways, on to the second to last story of the warm up. So basically, we talked a little bit last week, I believe, about Battlefield's current situation and how it's currently, in the mud. And there's been a petition going around. There's actually been a petition being signed by thousands of people demanding that EA issue refunds for people who purchased 2042. And some of the reasoning stated, and I quote, EA's release of Battlefield 2042 was a mockery of every customer who purchased the video game for $70 due to EA's false advertising. Battlefield 2042 has cost customers millions of dollars in damages and upset thousands of customers worldwide. Now the petition, like, it's over 160,000, like, per people. People are like, over 160K have signed this petition, bro. Like, it's real. It's real in the field, bro. Battlefield
as they should. As they should, because I haven't signed it, but I need to go sign it because I'm one of those 160,000 people who feels that I need to get my fucking money back. Because it doesn't work. Like, I don't know what more. Like, the only reason this isn't as big of Cyberpunk 2077's mess up is because Cyberpunk did it first. That's why. And like, in some cases the shit works, but everybody's disappointed. I haven't heard not one person. Like, look at the build up to the game and then now look at it a few months after. It's a live service game too, so don't hit me with well, it's been a few months since it came out. No, like, the game still would have value now because people are still playing fucking Warzone. So like, look at how fast all the people who said I literally cannot wait for this game to come out, and see how many times you see that game even mentioned. The only time you see it
Yo,
mentioned is a negative thing.
I seen one person play it on Twitch for like 5 minutes. Like I think I kept getting like raided into other streams, and I saw this
Yeah.
dude playing. I was like, what the fuck?
Is
It's
that
real?
Battlefield?
Like he can play it? Like dog. Like it baffled me. It honestly baffled me, man. I was like, there's absolutely no way that people are playing this like right now, right now. But I'm like, hey,
And I
listen, this
keep
is what it
going to
is.
check it.
Like,
Like I keep going to check to see if it works, and it's still.
still shoddy, man, and no new content's coming either. So it's like, bro, EA devs have been like, not that devs, EA like hire us to be like, yo, this shit was disappointing. We gonna keep pushing. I don't know what they doing, bro. But we not, you know what I'm saying, putting too much credence into us. Apex and shit is going. We got to focus on this. So they don't
It's
care
crazy.
necessarily. You know what I'm saying? The dev team's trying to work day and night to go fix all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And people are throwing on the phone. They want their money back. It's a real critical situation for them, bro. It's a real critical
Mhm.
situation. Like, damn. Battlefield, y'all in the trenches. But speaking of, you know what I'm saying, EA shooters that didn't fail, let's talk about Apex Season 12, because, Defiance started off pretty hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Control LTM is now out. You know what I'm saying? People are dropping into the new Olympus map, going crazy
Mhm.
on all these types of different rank splits and, different modes and shit like that. The new Legend, Matt Maggie's in there. A whole bunch of changes and stuff have happened. I just want to get your quick thoughts on, what you feel about the season so far.
I actually can't stop playing it. It's actually funny because when I got home at like
Mm.
5 o'clock, and I made coffee. It was like 5:10, and I was like, "Damn, do I have enough time to play a game of Control
Mm.
before the podcast?" Like, I'm so serious. I can't stop playing it. So far, it's been one of the smoother launches. Not fully smooth though, because there
Mhm.
was like I don't
It
even
was a
know.
couple
Not
hiccups.
this morning. Yeah,
Yesterday.
yesterday night, I was told the game kept crashing for everybody
Mhm.
else, and then like
Yes.
not yesterday morning as well. Like I tried to get on.
Mhm.
Not yesterday morning, the morning after the release. I want to say Wednesday. I
Mhm.
tried to get on that morning, and it wouldn't let me play any character that wasn't already free when you first download the game. Like it wouldn't let you see your account and like who you have unlocked and
Oh,
shit.
wow.
So it's just like yeah, so it was like Pathfinders and like Bloodhounds. Like it was just like the basic of the basics. There was one game we were playing where like we got kicked out. Like the game would literally freeze. It would kick us out. We would come back in. Like the whole server would do that. So I was in the middle of a fight with an Octane, and it was so funny because like I jumped in and we were like shotgunning each other, and then boom, get kicked out, come back in. I load back in front of him. He has his gun, and I see him load back in as well. And then we start fighting each other again. And I was just like,
Oh
this
my.
is horrible. But
Glitch
it's
in the
not as bad
matrix.
as like, yeah, like it's not as bad as other launches.
Yeah.
Control is an amazing mode. It's taught me a lot about how to play the game itself and like
Mhm.
how how much I need to work, what I need to work on, what I need to improve, what guns I'm good with, etc., etc. I
Yeah.
think it's an amazing mode. Even if it's not here permanently, I would love for it to pass through every so often. Like if we want to take it out for 20 days and then bring it back every other 20 days or whatever, I completely understand. I just think that it's just gives you a lot of information as like a player. Like this gives you like a playground to work with. Like it's not like what's this? It's not like the shooting range where all you do is shoot
Yeah.
stationary targets. It's like you get to actually fight against other Apex players and see
Mhm.
what you need to work on, what you need to improve on. Because one thing I noticed about a lot of Apex players, they love to do that. They'll shoot you here and then they love to like duck down. So like
Yep.
that's something I'm
Little
working on. Is like
little
just hitting
mhm.
because you see it all the time and they do the freaking like you could now you know how to
A
play
little,
against
yeah, a
players.
little jiggle aim and stuff like that, trying to like
Mhm.
it just moves with them. Yep. 100%. I agree. I like so far season started off hot. Like I really love Control. Like when the randoms aren't
Mhm.
stupid.
Oh
Control's
my god.
fantastic. And we talked about this one. We already know, like you already explained it beautifully. I'm just like randoms are so stupid sometimes. And it's like, y'all
Mhm.
can't play an objective. Y'all literally be sitting there like wallowing in your self-pity and just general obscurity and not go nowhere. But it's like it's crazy. It's crazy,
Mhm.
man. Like I am very, very confused at some of these randoms. But aside from that, the from what I've seen from Mad Maggie, she plays fantastically. Like it's
Yeah.
dope to see like just how it is, like straight, like dead ass, like high impact gameplay. Like it's dope. I love to see like her new skill, just the whole fire drill is just fucking amazing. I'm like, yo, root these motherfuckers out. I'm tired of camping. I'm tired of all that stuff, bruh. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. Move it.
Something we needed. It was something we needed.
Facts. New map so far. I'm liking all the changes to Olympus. It's looking pretty good, man. So far, so good for me. I cannot complain. And like literally, like Sifu and Apex is just like dominating my time right now. Literally,
Yeah.
that's the only split. The only thing Apex has to stand in its way is Sifu. And Sifu, like once I beat it, you know what I'm saying, I can literally backseat it, and it's gonna be like rank split time. So we gonna be on
Yeah.
it, man. We gonna be on it. But
The only
anyway,
thing,
oh, go ahead.
what I was gonna say, like the only thing that I would
Yeah.
love is for crypto because they changed them so you can throw your drone out. I want more distance. I want it to fly a little bit
Oh
further.
yeah,
That's just me.
it wasn't as far as I thought it would be, because I saw somebody literally throw it out in
Yo,
the game and I
right?
was like, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, I guess, dynamic when he threw it out, but it was just like there, and it's like
It's just
it's
like
really it's really simple as movement. It's not like very slow. I thought it'd be at least a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
understand they want to make it predictable just to shoot it down, stuff like that, and so you can leave it. But I was
yeah,
like, damn, maybe a little bit more of a buff on that end for the movement speed.
for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, but we see, man. So far, so good. Defiant. So far, so good. Cannot fault you. But let's get into all the main topics for this week, man. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, dang, Nintendo. Let's talk. Let's talk. So this week we had a chance to see the latest and greatest from Nintendo during their February Direct presentation, and we want to run down all of the announcements and how we felt about them. So we're gonna start from the biggest ones, go on down to some of the smaller ones of what we saw. So let's start off with Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So that was the biggest reveal, kind of saved it at the end for everybody. It's been a few years since the second one. Let's see, what was it called? So basically we're stepping into the shoes of protagonist Noah and Mio. You see all the flute players, you know what I'm saying, going crazy on that future song and shit right there in the trailer. They're gonna be the main characters amid tensions between hostile nations of Kevez and Agnes. It's said to be set in a new world with connections into the first two games. The trailer showed off a lot of new story, characters, and settings to get into, and is releasing September 2022. Thoughts on this win?
Xenoblade Chronicles is actually one of the only games that I regret selling as a Switch owner because
Mm.
I only ever owned 10 physical Switch games because I don't need more than that. And I will sell them when I want to buy a new game. So it is an amazing franchise that I feel like doesn't get enough like attention from
Shine.
most people. This is a JRPG and it's very long and like the combat isn't like super intuitive and stuff. It's really interesting. It's such a great game. I think it's amazing. I can't wait for 3, but every time a new Xenoblade game comes out, I always think the same thing. Damn, I gotta go beat like because I played 2 and I haven't beat 1, I haven't beat 2, and now 3 is dropping and I don't know when I'm gonna play that. It says September 2022. Man, there's so many JRPGs that I need to beat, and it's just like they just keep adding more and more to my plate. Like I haven't even touched Tales of Arise. I don't even have plans on buying it because I'm just so broke. Like I don't even have just so much time you need to spend for these games. Like, but
Mhm.
I'm really excited because it looks good. Like those games are super cool. So I'm excited to see Xenoblade is still on the Nintendo roster of like franchises
Mhm.
that they're caring about.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, yo, I haven't played the Xenoblade Chronicles series or any Xenoblade or Xenogears and stuff like that from the past, but I've always known it's like, yo, solid series and stuff. It's like one I'm like, I regret just not getting into again because I didn't usually have the platforms to match at the time, or like I wasn't
Yeah,
interested, or
yeah,
just
yeah.
like things just crossed his paths, like our paths just crossed, like our mid just missed and stuff like that. But that's one I want to get into, and I'm pretty sure like I literally actually got to go text my friend. This one friend I know from high school and stuff. Like this man's super Nintendo fan. Like that's damn near like all he plays. And I bet money he
Mhm.
did a damn backflip. I gotta go text him because I usually text him every direct and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on, bruh? How you feeling?" Like I'm about to say, been roasting his ass since fucking Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and shit like that. But Xenoblade looks like really good. It looks really pretty solid. And again, September 22. It's gonna be a pretty quick turnaround. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. Nintendo seems to have this one on lock. So no complaints for me on this side. Wow. In one of the funnier swerves of the show, so Nintendo announced 9 plus 39 other tracks, count them in total, that's 48, that will be releasing for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pack through 2023. So y'all wasn't getting Mario Kart 9, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all wasn't getting that, bro. So the tracks they announced for the first wave of drops that will be coming soon will be Paris Promenade for Mario Kart Tour, Toad Circuit for Mario Kart 3DS, Choco Mountain for Mario Kart 64, Coconut Hall for Mario Kart Wii, Tokyo Blur from Mario Kart Tour, Shroom Ridge from Mario Kart DS, Sky Garden from Mario Kart Advance, and Ninja Hideaway from Mario Kart Tour. The pack's going to run you about $24.99. People who have the Nintendo Switch Online and expansion version will get it for free. And the track will drop in waves. It'll drop 6 waves of several tracks. And the first one will be coming with March 18th with the tracks that I just named above. So thoughts on this one?
So it's like a double-edged sword, and I've seen a lot of people are kind of split with they're kind of split on the whole thing because it's like on one hand, we don't get a new Mario
Mm.
Kart, which is kind of ass. But on the other hand, you get new Mario tracks. So it's like more content for Mario Kart. I'm in the middle of it. I don't really necessarily want it. So I remember the reason that I watched this like interview and I can't remember where it was, but if I'm not mistaken, they were saying that the reason they make a new Mario Kart game is to push the boundaries of the game. So they're like, with 7 they brought gliders, with 8 they brought zero gravity and things like that. I think one of them, I think 3DS was the one where they went underwater. I'm not sure, but they push the boundaries of these games. So when they don't drop Mario Kart 9, it's a little sad, but I'm also like, I wouldn't want them to just release Mario Kart 9 and it be the same basic gameplay as 8 and then it just be more tracks or whatever. I'm fine with this. Like if they don't have anything for 9 right now, they don't have any ideas or whatever, like keep working on it or whatever, or just keep it on the back burner. I'm fine with more tracks because honestly, they could they could fit all the tracks from all the other Mario. Because there's so many tracks that we're still missing. Like we don't got DK Mountain, we don't have a lot of other tracks that I love as growing up as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not against this, and I think the price $24 for 48 tracks, like that's like that $25 for 48 tracks. That's basically like that's less than $1 a track, which is crazy when you think about how much an entire course changes the game for Mario Kart.
Yep.
I would love to see more carts added or something, or something more, maybe a new character or whatever. But I think that this is a pretty solid expansion for the game. $25. I don't have to buy a whole new $60 game. I get to play this online with all my friends again. Like it gives new life to that Mario Kart game that everybody still till this day people are still playing Mario Kart
Yep.
8 Deluxe. So it's like why wouldn't I want more,
Mm-hmm.
But it does suck that we don't have a 9.
Facts. That's facts. For me, I can be quick about this. I'm laughing because some niggas really, really, really hope for 9, and that's funny to me because I was like, y'all know damn well Nintendo is not doing that shit. They are not doing that
Yeah.
fucking shit. They're gonna do it when they're damn well ready. It's gonna not be today. It's not even gonna be. I said it. I was like, yo, 2024 or 2025 is when you'll hear about Mario Kart 9. Like 20.
You're more
Like
optimistic than me.
yeah, hey, listen, and there it is, and there it is. That's my natural disposition, and that's even still like a year and a half away. That's just crazy. But I'm like, again, for Mario Kart 9 hopes, I'm like, yo, listen, my idea again, it's pretty much the same as everybody's idea. Mario Kart switch seats, nigga, bring back Double Dash concept, bring all that shit back, and it's good. You're fine. Do that, and everybody will go crazy. That's that. For 2, this whole pack, I'm like, again, considering all the tracks that they're gonna drop, like a whole, again, they're gonna keep this joint alive for at least another year and a half. They said that they're gonna see this through to by like 2023, so whenever the packs drop. So this is keeping the game alive with a whole bunch of new tracks everybody plays. So it was like literally like the top, I guess the best iteration of content you can add to the game aside from new racers or something like that or new characters, tracks. So it seems like a good deal for everybody who like consistently plays Mario Kart, which is a lot of fucking people. And you're just keeping the game, you're moving it forward. So no complaints on that side either. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't Mario Kart 9. But besides that, really good for Mario Kart 8. Honestly, it's gonna keep people engaged in the game for a whole another year and change. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good for my end. I got no complaints with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't own a Switch. My brother gonna probably buy the tracks, and I'm getting them for free. So it's all good with me, baby. It's all good.
Right.
I can't complain. All right, on to a bombshell, baby. Bombshell in the most shocking move of the event, in my opinion. Mario Strikers is back in this motherfucking house, baby. Let's talk, man. The trailer, this brand new trailer showing the whole stadium, you know what I'm saying? A whole pitch coming together from the Switch, like the Switch shape and shit like that. It was a whole bunch of new gameplay showed off. A lot of course, the no rules, power up filled 5v5 matchups, along with a slew of new tidbits of gameplay, showing the gear system that allows you to alter the stats of your character and enable different play styles. The Hyper Strike, which is basically an ultimate shot that you need to charge after gaining the orb drop from the field. Online 4v4 player gameplay, and a club mode where you can actually invite your friends to compete globally against other clubs. So it's slated to release April 7th, and damn, Strikers is back. Strikers is back. What?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't stop. I can't stop talking about how excited I am. It's funny because I told Panda, and she doesn't know, man. She didn't have the Strikers growing up. She didn't have the GameCube. I was telling her like, yo, I can't wait for this game, and she's like, "You don't even like soccer like that." I'm like, you don't gotta like soccer. It's Mario soccer, bro." And she's like, "You're gonna play it for like a month." I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Like the club, the things that they announced." So the thing is, like, she was comparing this to Mario Golf because I bought Mario Golf, beat it, and then I sold it because I was like, "There's not really much after it. There's like maybe another course or something, but it's nothing crazy." The amount of stuff that they added increases the replayability to an enormous extent. So now we have gear, which is like going to change. So even if I'm a Donkey Kong player and you're a Donkey Kong player, our characters might not even interact the same because we are both two different. We're building it differently. Maybe I want to be a speedy Donkey Kong, or maybe you're going to go full bruiser. You're playing defense, but I want to play striker. Like it's different. It's different like ways of playing the game. On top of that, you get online, which is fucking great. Like finally, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the net code is gonna be like. I really pray to
God
God
bless
that
it.
it's
And I
good.
hope it's not that intensive. Damn.
Yeah,
It's a contained
like
ass pitch, but it also is 8 people, so I don't know.
like I hope it's not. I hope it's not horrible, but fingers
Mm.
crossed. We'll see what happens. The club mode, fucking well, thank you. Now, because this game could easily be one of the more like the same way Splatoon is like Nintendo's most competitive like game
Facts.
or so. Like this could easily
An
be
unassumingly
like,
esports game.
you know what I'm saying? Like it could be
Yeah.
like kind of like how Smash Bros, where it's like it's not wasn't pushing that game to be esports, but
Yeah.
it basically became it
But
on
it
its own.
became. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Um, and the only I have my fingers crossed that if you're playing local, you can have like a no gear mode.
Mm.
Just because, for example, like let's say I'm trying to play with Panda who doesn't play Mario Strikers or doesn't really care about min maxing with stats or whatever. Um, I like you want to just play Mario Strikers with the boys who don't play Switch games or whatever. Like I would love for them to be like no gear, so they don't have to be like, "Yo, what am I putting on? Why does Mario have a scope?" Like that type stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's the only thing that I hope. But honestly, this game looks it looks better than any Mario sports game we've seen so far. To be honest.
Facts. Facts. Listen, man. Mario Strikers is that shit. And I said this when we were reacting to the whole drop. Literally, if you don't know Strikers, I need to go back and get to know because it's just it's pure fun, man. It's pure fun, and just the fact that every character gets so damn violent, they be clotheslining people, throwing them against walls and shit. Like again, absolutely no rules whatsoever. It's just straight, yo, you got to get the ball and score. Whatever, all the other shit don't matter. It don't matter. I love it. I love the premise. I love the art style. I love everything about it. You know what I'm saying? And again, the fact that they brought it back with so much quality of life updates and gameplay updates, beautiful. Music's in my ears. Again, the gear system, especially when you online play, it just makes adds to the depth so well. Again, especially when you're going to certain settings, like again, an online club where you're going with your teammates, you can all specialize in certain roles and whatnot. Like I heard I heard like little pieces where it's like, oh, okay, Mario has like a little scouter thing that helps his passing
Yeah.
rates, but also again he has like the metal chain armor gear for his strength. So you could again pick and choose the way you want to play, which is great. Adds to a lot of the customization and replayability of the game. So it's like you can switch it up every time out. Like it's music to my ears. Again, the hyper strike, like I'm trying to send pure meteors at motherfuckers in the goal. I'm trying to send pure
Yeah.
meteors outside, bro. Like it's not a game no more. It's not a game. Like and again, just correction. June 10th is when it releases. But yeah, I cannot wait until that day because I'm not gonna lie. Mark my words. I'm getting a Switch before June 10th. I'm getting my own Switch before this day. I will be getting my own Switch before this day. Like I was like,
Love
yeah,
that for you.
I probably could get one. You know what I'm saying? I could do it. I saw this and I was like, yeah, I'm getting a Switch. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it in my mind. This game makes me want to get a Switch, bruh. I'm dropping FIFA immediately and I'm playing this because this is the premier soccer game on planet Earth, nigga. I don't care what you say, bro. It don't matter. Tournaments, blah blah blah. Cristiano Ronaldo, Mario, motherfucker, Mario. I'm doing diving headers with Bowser and whatnot, doing spins on you, throwing you against a cage, bruh. It's about to be the shit. Love it. Mario Strikers Battle League, we back, baby. Love it. Yes.
Cannot wait.
Absolutely, man. All right, and on to the next one, which was also like, damn, bro, you back? Oh shit! Like I was surprised as hell. So out of left field, we saw Nintendo Sports actually make its return with a fresh coat of paint in Nintendo Switch Sports. So we got a whole lot of new stuff to talk about with that side. We got bowling, chambara or sword play, soccer, badminton, and volleyball as the main modes to play, with a lot of free updates post-launch that they have announced, with golf being the first one to come out of that initiative. All sports will support online play, either with friends or online with random people across the world. And there will be a free online play test February 18th to 20th for all Switch Online members. It will be officially releasing April 29th, 2022. But damn, Nintendo Switch Sports, bro, where y'all been?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, and I feel like the reason it didn't release with the Switch the same way Wii Sports did is because one, they realized that they could sell it and people would buy it,
Mhm.
and two was probably just because like the Switch's handheld, the Switch's like motion controls aren't as sensitive or as like refined as the Wii
Mhm.
was. So I'm not surprised that it didn't release with it, but I'm happy to see that it's back because it is fun. It's a fun little game. I want to see how much it's going to cost is the question. That's really what I want to know is like, are we calling this is a $60 game? Because that might turn some people off because I remember the
Facts.
first Wii game we got was free, and
It's
then they
free. Yeah,
released
it came.
Resorts, and Resorts had all the stuff that you had in the first one and more. This is
Mm-hmm.
just like this is like what 6 modes with new ones getting added, and if
Mm-hmm.
they release a nice little roadmap, it could be pretty solid. Like, yo, we're gonna go with golf, and then we're gonna release boxing next, which is another big thing that a lot of people were asking. Our whole Discord, the only question you saw when we were watching the whole Nintendo
Facts.
Sports was, "Where's boxing?" Because that was a lot of people's favorite mode, and for it to be
Facts.
omitted for something like swordplay, which I'm not saying swordplay is whack. I'm not saying badminton is whack. I'm pretty sure all these modes are pretty fun. To be omitted is kind of just like why? Like, why would
Mm-hmm.
you omit that one kind of thing?
That's a
I'm
fact.
excited. It looks interesting. Uh, for me to get it, I need to play it. So I will definitely be in that beta test because I need to see what it plays like, what it runs like, and at the end of the day, if I want to, and how much it costs. Because, for
Yeah.
example, me broke $60 for Nintendo Sports. I don't know, bro. Like,
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Can it justify the price? I'm like, if you put it to like a cool 40, I'm not gonna lie. If you put it at a cool 40, I'll be like, hey,
40? Yeah.
that seems pretty
All
fair.
day.
That seems pretty fair to me. Again, just with the prestige of Wii Sports, man, or just Nintendo Sports in general. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some top tier shit. If y'all don't know, man, for all the youngins out there that have no idea what Wii Sports is talking about, bro, this shit's the
Mhm.
shit. It's the shit. But I
Yeah.
want them to have again a proper roadmap and a good amount of games, solid online play. Like from what I saw, it seems like they do have enough modes to sustain what they're talking about. Like of course you have the online tennis. I saw like in the trailer you saw like the survival bowling mode where it's like you gotta keep bowling the highest amount of scores to jump the leaderboards. Like a battle
Yeah.
royale, some shit like Tetris 99 type of style or some shit. Like you're
Yeah.
fighting your own little box, but you're competing against everybody. Cool ideas. Of course, online soccer. I'm not sure if like you're just one person in like a hall again, like amidst a whole bunch of random people, and you play soccer. I don't know how certain modes match up, but they have potential to be really, really interactive and really fun. Again, the online stability will be a big factor in this. I really hope they can sustain it as you go forward. Um, Badminton cool, volleyball cool, free mode roadmap. I'm cool with if they have it. Golf coming out first. That's what's up. Where's the music though? Where's the music? I need that classic music or some variation of it, like
Mhm.
back in ASAP. That just helps the feel for me.
Mhm.
And two, if we're playing like single player, we need that ball headed bastard Matt back, bro. You know who I'm talking about. We need him. We need him. I need actual motivation to get to my high score. I need to become a pro in every sport again. You know what I'm saying? I need different graphics on my bowling ball and shit like that. Like I need to get up, and he's a big part of that. He's a big part of that. So y'all need to put Matt back in there, and we good. We good though. But again, Nintendo Switch Sports, it was very surprising to see it. But again, for the right price, for me, if I'm not gonna get a Switch at the exact date, but when I get it, I'll buy it still. But hoping the price is favorable for everybody.
Yeah, and it's not even like I don't even think that paying $60 for this would be a bad call. I'm speaking again mostly for my personal thing. I'm somebody who's like
Mm,
sees all these Nintendo games dropping with like Kirby in March, um, Mario Strikers in June.
hmm
This is in April, which is what March,
Too much.
literally right after Kirby,
Yeah.
it will be this game.
hmm
And then April, May is like a break. I think I can't even say that anymore because I don't know if something's
There
gonna
are
get
no
announced
breaks.
or not.
There are no
Yeah, May
breaks.
is a break, and then June is Mario
Yeah.
Strikers. So it's
hmm
like you guys are dropping a lot. You guys are dropping a lot on us.
For sure. For sure. And It's gonna keep rolling. It's gonna keep rolling, man. But I really
Mhm.
hope that all these come out really, really polished, really good, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Like literally, I
Definitely.
already said that Strikers making me come back to the Switch, but this might help me stay further. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just fun, man. It's fun, and being able to play this on stream, like that was the bygone era. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
because it wasn't as televised and stuff, or like it wasn't as recorded, because that was kind of incongruent with like the whole boom of YouTube and creators and shit like that. Like some people of course caught it in post and people did it online after, but like the craze when everybody was on that shit, like
Oh my god.
it was different, bro. It was a different wave. I'm pretty sure we broke a TV with the I'm about to say
Yeah.
with the
TVs
remote
were
and shit.
broken. People were
TV
walking in like, I'm the best tennis player you ever seen in your life, and they never even touched the tennis racket in real life. It's
facts,
pretty. It was a
facts,
good time. You
facts.
had to be there.
Like I was niggas think it was a game, bro. I was breaking sweats in that motherfucker trying to beat my mother, bro.
Yeah.
I was trying to whoop my mom ass in tennis, bro. Listen, she was a killer in that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're doing all the fucking skill challenges in bowling. That shit pissed me off because everybody would just kind of come in secret and up their score and get the highest little record in the house. And everybody gotta be like, yo, now we gotta sit down and beat this shit and have a whole session. Now it's too late. Y'all fucked up. It's great. It's great, man. So shout out to Nintendo Switch Sports. You back, and hopefully you continue the great legacy of beautiful gaming. Let's
Yeah.
talk a little bit about Splatoon 3 Salmon Run. We saw a little bit of that. Shout out to Negus who damn near dipped out like the Flash when he heard it. You know what I'm saying? When he seen the first instance of a squid on the screen. So it's basically a new version of Salmon Run from Splatoon 2, which is basically a co-op mode. Think of like Horde from Gears of War with some objectives sprinkled in there. Of course, showed off a bunch of new enemy types with like the Salmon Tower, and then some giant ass like bubble bass boss that's in the ocean just waiting for this squid. Like, you know what I'm saying? The octolings and the squidlings are like, yo, come on, bro. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Who on war and shit? It looked
Yeah.
crazy. It looked actually pretty cool. And Splatoon 3 actually got a relative date. Summer 2022 was the release window. Now we're just looking for the actual pin down single day. But thoughts on this one, Salmon Run?
I think the game's gonna release in August.
Mhm.
I want to say it's gonna be early August. I think they're gonna try to release it before the winter rush.
I can see that.
And the reason they said summer, so it's like it's either gonna be um from anywhere between May to August. Because I could see them considering May summer, but I don't think it's gonna come out so soon.
I
Because
doubt it'll be early
if it was
summer.
gonna come out in May, they would have said May.
Facts.
Um,
I
so I
doubt
think it's gonna
early
be like an
summer.
August release. Let's see. Like I like Splatoon. It's a really fun game. I think Splatoon is a really fun game. Um, what I will say is Salmon Run looks cool. The game looks interesting. I wanted to see more. Like I feel like they should have showed, because if this is the biggest release, because they didn't announce like a Nintendo Direct or nothing like that. If this is gonna be a
But yeah,
big release,
they'll get a separate one. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get a separate one in time. Like
it has
all
to,
these
because
major one
that's
has.
not enough. That's not
Facts.
enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I think they did it just as a taste. I think we're gonna see more Splatoon news to come. Will I buy Splatoon 3? If I have a job, I definitely would be interested in it because I enjoy Splatoon 2. It's really
Mm-hmm.
fun. Um, but yeah, I'm happy that we heard something from them because it's
Facts.
been a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might just want to buy it to get yelled at by Negus. That's probably only it.
We're gonna buy it and we're gonna have him run a boot camp and we're gonna
Yep.
we're gonna have him teach us how to
Yep.
be X rank or whatever the highest
Yeah,
rank is.
X rank, right? We're gonna be Splatoon sweats and shit. Oh my gosh. Listen. That's a whole different world, bro. I don't know about
Yeah,
that shit.
dude.
It's a whole different fucking world. But yeah, shout out Splatoon 3. It's on the way. It's on the way. Let's talk about it, man. The singular best announcement that I've seen in this whole direct. You know what I'm saying? Forget what I said before. What I said before was lies. It was a falsehood. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. We got a new
Yes,
look at the
sir.
upcoming Kirby game ahead of is released, and it's looking fantastic, man. It's looking real
Yes,
inspiring, man.
sir.
Showcase these possibly the singular greatest gameplay mechanic in all of history. Mouthful mode, where Kirby can inhale real life objects like cars, light bulbs, scissor lifts, and vending machines to attack the map as he sees fit. Mouthful mode, bruh. Got a whole bunch of showcase stuff. March 25th is coming. Well, let's talk about it, Wen. Let's talk about it.
Oh my god, this is such a good game. Like I haven't even seen it yet. I'm so excited. It's just so silly and goofy. Kirby's, but that's the thing about all Kirby. They're so silly and goofy, and then randomly they'll be like, "Oh, you gotta go stop God," and it's like, "Ah, all right, cool."
Facts.
And it's like, It's just so like why? Like who was like, yo, let's put a car inside of him. Let's just give it a name. Like mouthful. Yeah, sure. Who cares? Like it's just so fucking goofy. I cannot
Bro.
wait. I'm so excited. It looks so good. I'm happy that they confirmed like a bunch of the things that people saw. Like, oh, Kirby has a little town, and now the more you like unlock and stuff, the bigger the town gets, and the more like things you unlock. I'm so excited because I don't think I've ever played a 3D Kirby game. They're all usually been side scrollers. Even the one that I'm playing now, Kirby Star Allies, that's a phenomenal game, by the way. It's all
Mm,
2D, which isn't I don't have a problem with because those games are gas. But I'm super excited to get in to sink my teeth into this one.
yeah.
I wish they would have showed off. They would have talked a little bit more about the co-op because I'm still concerned if co-op is just you only get to play as Waddle Dee or if you can play as
Mhm.
like other monsters in the game. But regardless, it's still going to be a good time. I cannot wait for March. It is literally the only game that I know for a fact I will be getting on release. Like this is a game that I cannot miss.
Hey, I'm just here to say, man. Listen, I'm like, I didn't know they had mouthful mode like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I need to start helping advertisers, bro. Like, hey, yo, listen, ladies, y'all might need to get on. What's going on? Like, y'all might need to tap into what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. This is some revolutionary shit. That's what I heard, bro. I'm just that's me. It's in a motherfucker. I ain't never had. No. But, but in all seriousness, in all seriousness,
Oh man.
Kirby actually does look really, really fun though. I'm not gonna lie. It's just again the zaniest shit. And again, afterwards they show like the more the capabilities with like some of the actual weapons that he like has and stuff like that, like the chakrams and stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
he
the
getting busy.
upgrading shit.
The
Yeah.
the
Oh my
upgraded
god.
joints, the upgraded joints. He was getting crazy in there. He was getting crazy. The game looks really, really fun. Like again, over the top. Like I actually like the post apocalyptic type of setting because you know what I'm saying. Like you don't really get too many of those looks from Nintendo unless it's like a Metroid or some shit like that, or it's like
Mhm.
it kind of fits. So it's dope to see that setting in a Kirby game and like see how that looks. I
Yeah.
personally like how it's been shaping up. I honestly was like, yo, I wouldn't buy it day one, but honestly, I give it a shot. I would play this joint again. I would, and I recommend it to all y'all out there. Mouthful mode, man. Y'all get hip. Y'all get hip. What that Nemesis system? Pfft, trash. That's garbage. That wasn't even good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy, bro. You know, Batman combat system from the Arkham games? Trash. Mid. Get that out of here. Move.
They need
Mouthful
a
mode.
patent. They need to patent it. They need to
Facts.
secure this.
ASAP before everybody else steals this, bro. As a matter of fact, some of y'all need to steal it before they patent it, bro. Y'all need to get on. Anyways. Let's get out of here. Shout out to Kirby, though. Shout out to Kirby.
So funny.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. All right. So and then we just wrapped up most of the major other announcements. There's a new Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes coming, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be some characters from Fire Emblem the Three Houses in there coming June 24th. Chrono Cross Remaster has been announced to be coming on the way. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Remake is coming April 8th. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the Nintendo Wii port, is coming April 20th. Disney Speedstorm, a free-to-play party racer with Disney character roster, is scheduled to be on the way for the Switch. And No Man's Sky has been slated to release summer 2022 for the Switch. Any of those announcements, you know what I'm saying, pop out to you?
Fire Emblem's new heroes. I mean, the Fire Emblem Warrior games. Looks interesting. I definitely need to beat that game. That game is super gas. At this point, I haven't played it in so long. I'm just gonna restart it. But really, really good game. Everything looks pretty much like standard. Like, oh, for the people who want this, this is for you. For those who don't, like, you could just probably skip this. Disney Speedstorm. I don't know who was asking for it, but I guess I hope it's good for those. No Man's Skies on the Switch is nuts to me because I can't even imagine that running on the
For
Switch. But
real.
hey, if y'all can make it happen, y'all made it happen. I'm happy that y'all did it.
For real.
But yeah, it's a pretty solid direct through and through. I think it was one of the better ones.
Facts. Oh yeah. Also, I didn't put this on the notes, but big shout out to one of my underrated star of the show, and we all looked at it, be like, yo, what the hell? Getsu Fuma then Undying Moon. That game was looking hot. That
Oh
game was looking hot.
yes. You know
That
what's
game was looking
crazy?
hot.
That game released yesterday.
What
Are
is
you talking about
out?
the side scroll? Are you talking about the scroll?
Yeah, the little
What's
roguelike,
it called?
the roguelike Getsu Fumaden, Undying Moon.
Yeah. Let me just
Ain't
look
no
up
way it's out
Undying Moon
now.
because I can spell that.
Oh
I
shit,
think
it
I might
is
be.
out. That was a launch trailer. What the fuck? Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
out.
dude. Yeah, I applied for a key to that. I'm not. Hey, if I don't get it, I don't get it. But hey, I get. If y'all throw it over,
Yo.
I'll play. Yeah, it's out. It's out, bro. It's out. I literally
Oh
saw it.
yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a Switch now, but again, I might have to borrow his. You know what I'm saying? Old boy from across the hall, but it looks dope. It looks actually
Yeah.
really, really dope. Like again, side scrolling roguelite. It looks really, really cool. Like Japanese art, I'm a sucker for. So it's dope. It looked really,
It
really
looks
fire when it
fantastic.
popped up. Honestly, that one was great. So yeah, we'll say letter grade. What do you rate the conference?
I'm gonna say a B plus. The
Mhm.
reason I say B plus is because I don't know if it's A, because A, you gotta drop banger after banger after banger. Like
Yeah,
A would
I don't.
have to be like
Mhm.
some wild shit.
Yeah,
But it's definitely something like, yo, this year is gonna be a good year for Nintendo, as opposed to like this year's gonna be a historic year for Nintendo. For you to get an
mm,
A out of me, but B plus for sure. Definitely, there were nothing I was really snoozing too much on, except for like
yeah.
the
There was some of
turn-based
the yeah.
JRPGs that were like, but they weren't they weren't wasting my time with it. They were just like, hey, look, here's it is.
Mhm.
Here's a little bit of gameplay. All right, we're gonna take that away. Here's a little bit more. All right, we're done. And then they're like, all right, here's the cool shit. And then we were there for the
Yeah.
cool shit for a while.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I would say I give it a B, considering there was like some fluff in there that I didn't want to see necessarily. I was like, okay, that's cool, but I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
really, surprised or oh shoot, that's interesting to hear for that. Besides Getsu Fumaden, that was cool. Lego Brawl is not really Nintendo specific, but like the little
Yeah.
Smash clone that's Nintendo, I'd play that shit. I would play that. I'm not gonna lie. Just for the fuck of it, I would play it. And besides that, yeah, there wasn't anything else that was crazy that I saw aside from the major announcements. And the major announcements themselves, again, Mario Strikers, Nintendo Switch Sports, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, three bangers that were literally slided in there. Kirby was just hilarious moment, and it looks really good coming up. All of these major stuff, most of them, literally the majority of them had release dates, and most of these whole events don't do that no more for some reason. But most of them
Yeah.
had release dates, which is fantastic. And then just off the principle that you have that there, or at least a release window to tell people about it, fantastic. You get a clap for me, because a lot of people like to drop shit and not give no date, not give no gameplay, don't give nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo did really well to literally tell you, hey, yo, this is what we got, gameplay, and this is when it's coming, date. So it literally told you, hey, yo, this coming this month, next month, next month. They're really trying to show you the direct line of what's going to come up in the next few months, which is fantastic. Great job.
Mhm.
Great job on that part. From a pure execution standpoint, telling me what's coming like in the immediate pipeline, like give me definitive, dates or windows is fantastic. Fantastic. I think more
Mhm.
people need to do that shit. Rest y'all niggas in gaming. But
Mhm.
overall, gets a B from me. Gets a B. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Let's switch gears a little bit, man, from the beautiful, playful lands of Nintendo all the way to the gritty ass nuke dropping slightly racial slur, included Infinity War. I didn't mean to say it like that. Shout out Infinity War though. But the world has now confirmed. We've gotten confirmation on what's next from the fabled FPS franchise Call of Duty, as a new installment of the Modern Warfare series is confirmed, as well as Warzone 2. So coming from Infinity Ward co-studio head Pat Kelly during a live Q&A call, several things were, of course, confirmed to be true after waves of leaks, speculations, and rumors this week. First of all, Modern Warfare 2, which will be a direct sequel to the 2019 remake. 2, a brand new engine that is being worked on, of course, for all the assets for this run of games. 3, Warzone 2, which is apparently a massive rework slash new iteration built from the ground up in the brand new engine. And lastly, a sandbox mode reportedly called DMZ, seemingly akin to Battlefield Portal mode. Now, thoughts on this? There's a lot of Call of Duty shit drop. So if we're going with the obvious choice here, Modern Warfare 2, of course, the name is has a lot of weight, in the FPS community. What are we thinking about all this?
It's sad because I feel like Call of Duty is about to do Battlefield better than Battlefield. Um, like I I'm excited for another 3 terabyte game, I guess. Like
Yo, deadass.
yay! I get to delete everything to play one thing. I don't know. I've been checked out with with the Call of Duty stuff. Cool, more Call of Duty. I'm happy that they're making another Modern Warfare, mostly for the Warzone players who've been playing Warzone for like 3-4 years now.
Mhm.
That their game is going to be a little bit different, because even when they made Cold War and when they made the new Call of Duty, it has nothing to do with Warzone. Like the game, that game is still in and of itself its own thing. Um, but cool for them, I guess. we're still doing the yearly Call of Duty thing. I see. I don't even know, man. Like at this point,
Mm,
these games are just they're kind of automatic. It's
mm.
like I'm not surprised it's a new Call of Duty game. I don't know if it's probably not gonna blow me away. It's probably still gonna be pretty fun, pretty racist, shitty in some aspects, great in other aspects. Like it's just gonna be a Call of Duty.
Word. I feel
I'm
that.
not buying it. That's the only thing. I'm not buying it full price. That's the only thing I can really say about Call of Duty.
I feel that. I feel that. Now, for me, I'm like, there's only like two things that could ever like get me like, okay, let me tap back into Call of Duty. Let's get a good eye on what's going on. Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 or anything that had to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll turn my head because those were 2 out of the 3 of my favorite games. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the entire series, a lot of good memories. Literally, like, when I started consistently playing like online games and FPSs around like 2010, 2011. You know what I'm saying? After Halo 3 and shit like that. But when I started like trying to get like all competitive and get with everybody and stuff like that, it was Modern Warfare 2. Like Modern Warfare 2, it wasn't it wasn't Karachi. Modern Warfare 2, Team Deathmatch and Ground War, and it was Quarry. It was Quarry, and I was getting my ass whooped. I was like 3 and like 19. It was the worst fucking first match ever. I'm pretty sure people were like cursing at me and stuff like that. It was a bad first go of it, honestly. I can remember it like it was yesterday. But Modern Warfare 2 does hold a very, very special place in my heart. And just the fact that they have a brand new engine, so they understood that there's a lot of stuff fundamentally wrong with certain aspects of their, the past models and stuff like that, especially in Warzone. I'm pretty sure a lot of the statements that came from this call also, they mentioned that, we understood that there's a lot of stuff that can't be even fixed in the current build of Warzone and the current build of Call of Duty and stuff like that. We can't even work with that. So the fact that they're bringing a brand new engine coming out, I've seen a lot of stuff from reporters and informants that like, oh yeah, this brand new engine is crazy, like so much new added depth and realism and stuff put into it. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as it plays good, that's fine by me. I have my consistent usual, what I'm saying, gamut of worries. What I'm saying, how vibrant the setting's gonna be, what's the content pipeline, what's Warzone gonna look like, what I'm saying, the usual things. Even though I don't play Warzone anymore, just for the success of the franchise and whatnot. I hope that this comes out fantastic because again, you're riding off of the brand value of Modern Warfare 2 as a name and as a piece of just a piece of intellectual property. So you got to do it justice. You can't fuck this one up. I'm not gonna lie. This is like a last stand for them. You know what I'm saying? To me, it feels like a little bit like a last stand because they were kind of going. Modern Warfare 2019 kind of sparked that little resurgence. That Warzone was like that little like blip of life, like, oh shoot, okay, this is kind of hot, like this is good. Like, it's got a little rough around the edges, but people really like this version. People really like this Modern Warfare remake. Modern Warfare 2, again, after Vanguard and stuff, all this kind of fizzling out of a Call of Duty franchise still, this is one of the big moments to be like, yo, Modern Warfare, like, Call of Duty, we still on the map. We still could really make this go. And again, if we can do a portal mode better than Battlefield, you know what I'm saying? We can do a whole sandbox mode better than Battlefield even did theirs. If we can fix Warzone with Warzone 2 before Overwatch even comes out with Overwatch 2, because that shit ain't never coming out. I just want to say that because fuck Overwatch 2. But yeah, like, if we can do these things, you know what I'm saying, and implement a solid base for this game coming out, we can actually mount a resurgence. And it's like, again, for me, at the end of the day, I want games to succeed. And for me as a Call of Duty fan, at heart, I want Call of Duty to succeed. But y'all gotta really come with the shits, bro. Y'all gotta come with the shits. And I'm talking top to bottom, all that, right? You guys gotta make it happen. And I'm hoping with all the added effort into this rotation, it seems like they're really trying to go all out with this Modern Warfare 2 thing. They're not trying to like fuck up or do anything wrong. I feel like there could be some good things, but I gotta see gameplay first and foremost. I gotta see gameplay. I gotta see what's up with this new engine. I gotta see what some of the details are. You know what I'm saying? If any were already dropping tweets about this stuff in February, so it's early days. They're already on the roll. I need to see what's going on by May. You know what time it is. By May, I need a gameplay snippet. I don't need no opening trailer. I don't need no cinematic nothing. I want gameplay of the campaign, of the actual engine talk. Cool. And then by summer, give me something on Warzone 2. Give me something on the multiplayer experience or what's going on. Let's talk. We need to actually have a clear pipeline of this stuff because it's feast or fire, do or die. You know what I'm saying? It's real time for Call of Duty, but I'm hopeful that they'll make the necessary changes to, again, Warzone 2, which is still weird as hell to say, and for the next Call of Duty game, for Modern Warfare 2, because I feel like a lot more is riding on it than people would think, to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm about to say Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Fix up. We want to see you win out here, please. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on a little bit. Oh wait, before you even go, I do want to comment on this. I forgot. Did you see the Reiner skin? Did you see the Reiner skin? Did you see the Armor
Yeah.
Titan skin, bro?
Yeah. So like that was better than the
It was
Levi
better than Levi, but I was like, yo, this nigga just a whole ass, and I can just shoot him with an STG. Cool.
I just don't know.
Oh
I
my
just don't even really know anymore.
Bro.
There's just people who get collabs who I just kind of don't wish they did it. And like it's cool that people are caring about anime more, but like
Not like this. Not like
no,
this.
not like the thing is like you're telling me we could have had like a mode in Fortnite where we could have like bit our hand and became a Titan
And made
destroyed
Titans.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been cool, but now we got the Reiner AK-47.
That's hard.
Skin. Like, all right.
Dang, that's hard. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been a fire ass mode too. I would have downloaded Fortnite for that.
And I don't know how valid this was. I saw this on Twitter, but I think that there's like a Jujutsu Kaisen collab with PUBG in the works.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, don't even be excited. I really hope it's a rumor because
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of wild though. Like Nick, hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, just give all that shit to Fortnite. Stop playing with me, bro. Just give it to Fortnite. Let's not do this here.
PUBG could do a collab with me, and I don't even know if I would download the game. It's like
I don't know how y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Like,
I feel like Fortnite can make a bodega better. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'll retweet this shit. I won't retweet this shit. Like, all right, I'm in there.
Oh shoot! Oh my goodness, that's great, bro. 20% armor boost with the skin. Damn it, Reiner. Damn it, Reiner. Whatever, man. But yeah, that was a very, very funny thing. But yeah, Call of Duty. I really hope y'all are on the ball this year because I feel like it's an important one for y'all. All right, let's move a little bit forward. Let's talk about Platinum Games, man. So Platinum, they want to refocus and revive, man. So we've had a couple of interesting news stories surrounding Platinum this week and what they're getting up to. So first and foremost, Platinum wants to revive Scalebound. I haven't heard that shit in a minute. So according to IGN Japan, according to an interview on that platform with the Platinum president Atsushi Inaba, it was stated that the Scalebound creator Hideki Kamiya has been stirring up conversation to revive the canceled series. Kamiya was quoted in the interview saying, "I'd like to appeal to Phil Spencer directly. Let's do it, Phil." And both Inaba and Kamiya were intent on reopening talks with Microsoft to make Scalebound happen again. And according to Kamiya, development already went a fair way when they were working on it back then. And it seems like it was just pointless to just leave it there dormant. What are we thinking about this? Scalebound. We haven't heard this name in a very, very long time. Of course, it went south very fast. And it seemed they want it back. Michael Jackson voice. You know what I'm saying? I want you back.
I don't even like. I feel like that game has been it's been rumored and talked about for so long. I don't know if it could ever live up to the hype. But I mean, I'm always for new games. I don't even know. Like I don't know. I remember when it first released, I was like, oh, this is gonna be crazy, and then it just kind of just fizzled out. It's been so long because that was back when we had Xbox.
2013. 2013.
Yeah, 2013.
It was literally the end of Xbox, beginning of Xbox One, like that period, and the Xbox 360.
It literally next year it will be a full 10 years since that was announced. Like that's. I understand it was in development a pretty far away, but that was maybe what 5 years ago. Like how much stuff you got to update. You might have to. I don't want to say start from scratch, but you're gonna have to start a lot of shit over. You have to redo a lot of shit, especially for the new game, new engines, and the new systems that are out. So it's like, if they can make it happen, I'm all for it. Why wouldn't I want more games? But I'm not holding my breath for Scalebound, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even. And if they ask me, hey, you want to put this forward as opposed to any other franchise from Platinum Games? There's so many other franchises I would rather have pushed forward, in my opinion, just because. As cool as it would be, if this is gonna stop shit that maybe I want, I don't know, man. There's a lot of good Platinum games.
That's also a really good point. I'm like, for one, I was like out, as a lot of people, super excited to see Scalebound when it first came around. I was like, yo, this dude look real cool, like a Dante-esque ass dude on a dragon. That's his own partner, and you just fighting other people with dragons and stuff. I'm like, yo, this gameplay looked kind of crazy. And then we saw that one trailer with the whole frames looking like 5 frames a second. It was super choppy. I was like, ooh, damn, that's
Ugh.
rough. And then everything went south. Still had hopes in my heart for that game, but of course it went dark. Then the production just stopped completely, and it was just a rough time. But for me, I would love this game back. I would love this game being produced. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there was a lot of stuff on both sides that went wrong to produce like an online multiplayer game of this scale and size. But I feel like that's achievable now. In this day and age with the new technology that we have and the access that both companies have. But to your point, if it interferes with any other existing platinum games that could be in the way, I would rather you push to the back of the line. Give me this at like the end of the decade or something like that. If that's the case,
Yeah.
you can give this to me in like 2030, you know what I'm saying, 2031, and then I'd be cool with that. But if that's pushing back, you know what I'm saying, another near entry. If this push back another Vanquish, you know what I'm saying? Like if y'all got another Vanquish in the tuck, dog, don't stop on Scalebound's account. Don't do that. Don't do that. Push that forward. Let it keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like Platinum has such a cool catalog of games, and if it gets kind of subsided by an immediate need to get Scalebound back on the back on track, I would rather you push it back. I would rather you postpone it, hold it. You know what I'm saying? Be patient with it because Microsoft doing a whole lot of reshuffling, so I'm pretty sure not even thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
I would rather you just hold it back. And that's on top of there was also another rumor coming around about the people who made Hitman IO Interactive. They're apparently working on some exclusive Xbox game that has to deal with fantasy dragons and stuff. So who's to say, they're not using the assets from Scalebound and be like, yo, we're taking all this shit, you know what I'm saying, and we're making our own game with that. And if you make Scalebound, that might not work because you look like us and now we can't really use this stuff anymore. So you guys might have
Yeah.
to just call Scalebound dead. So if that's a thing, Scalebound's dead in the water, so we might not even talk about it. So there's a lot of moving parts to this issue. I just hope, I hope it does come back. But I hope it doesn't come back by stepping on the toes of other franchises that Platinum could make in the meantime. Give me another Transformers game, damn it! That game was
They made
gas.
so many. They made one of my favorite games of all time is Metal Gear Rising, and
Right,
that was such a good game that I
Rising
like.
was fire.
I till this day I think about, man. I beat it like 4 times, and I don't really ever go back to games because I've already beaten them and I have so many other in my backlog. But that game is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Remember they're working on Bayonetta 3 as well.
Yep.
Like there's so many things that they're doing.
Facts. So
Axion
many.
Verge, which was also really good. The second Switch game that I sold before beating that I wish I didn't. Just a lot of good games. They have a lot of good games.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. It's like, yo, their catalog is so deep and so expansive in terms of so much, like the ground they cover, bruh. And again, they have a game that they're working on this year. We'll talk about probably in a little bit, Babylon's Fall. So like they have stuff working, you know what I'm saying? They have stuff that they have going on. I just don't want this to impede on their other projects. You know what I'm saying?
No,
They're already in a rhythm, they're already in a flow. Why would you stop them to get Scalebound shoved in the, wedged in there, and it might not come out as crazy because you're rushing development and you're kind of reshuffling everything. Take
mhm.
your time. If you are going to do it, take your time. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. But on to the second news story about Platinum today. We had another Famitsu interview with Inaba, and he went in again to talk about just the future of Platinum games. So he stated that the focus of the studio moving forward will be games that, quote, are to be enjoyed and loved for a longer period of time, seeming to go against the usual style of one-off streamlined experiences that Platinum Games usually delivers, which is starting to ring a little bit of games as a service bells like in my head. So we're thinking like, again, Babylon's Fall, which we just mentioned, that's an MMO that they co-produced with Square Enix, and that's dropping this year. Now, while Platinum Games known to be more of a niche developer, of course, they have a lot of hardcore fans that love them. They might not be the most mainstream giant. This might be a move to commit more of that new path, you know what I'm saying, to create a more mainstream presence and increase their sales. What are we thinking about this one? The future might be
Um,
changing.
I don't like it. To be quite honest with you, I don't really want longer games. Like just straight up, there's just so many long games already. I understand because it probably doesn't work too good for them. The whole like, oh, your game can be beat in 4 hours. Well, I'm not gonna buy it because for some reason gamers still think that shit, and it's
Yeah,
stupid. I think it's
stupid
really
as fuck.
stupid.
Stupid.
because like to this day I still think about like if I had a better controller for my fucking if I played shooters on controller, I would go back and rebeat Vanquish because that
Mm.
shit is gas. Same thing.
Vanquish
I
is
have yet
heat.
to beat the Bayonetta games, but when Bayonetta 3 gets a release date, I'm gonna go play 1 through 2 because they're also really good.
Mm.
Metal Gear Rising is an amazing game. Like these are all solid hits. Um, and for them to be like, oh, we want to go for more long term shit. It's like, all right, cool. So I guess what, more RPGs? I feel like I have enough RPGs, unless you're gonna have the same combat. But even then, like what
Mm.
they're really good at is these things, and it's like Kendrick being like, you know what, I like rapping, but I think I'm gonna just start doing more R&B slow songs. It's like you probably
Yeah.
could do a good job at that, but like that's not what we came here for, kind of thing. Like, sure, if this is what you guys want to do, I hope the best, but I'm gonna be a little disappointed because it's like, well, I guess we're never gonna get a Metal Gear Rising again because that game was an amazing 12-hour experience, maybe if that, because it probably might even have been that long.
Mm-hmm.
That I till this day have fun. Or maybe if they're thinking about like maybe we want to make our games just a little bit longer or whatever, like that's fine too. But like if you're gonna tell me like you're gonna go the Dying Light 2 path of we're just gonna add a bunch of shit into the game, like if the game is gonna be mid, then I'm just gonna have a long mid game, you know? Like I don't think we need I think we need to really refocus, or maybe they just need to fix something on the back side of things, because I just
Mm.
feel like going from we're just gonna change our games entirely is kind of just being it's a big middle finger to your fan base, because that's what we all know Platinum Games for their really good combat games. The only game that was long is like Near. But even
Yeah.
then, like the RPG elements of that aren't that
And that's
crazy.
and that's hailed as one of the greatest games of all time. Dead ass. Like people would like the one again, hands down. That people say one of the best JRPGs. You know what I'm saying, one of the best narratives, one of the best all that shit, bro. Like
An amazing game.
it for me, I'm like, damn, bro, that sucks. Platinum has always been a studio that always, again, they're just like outside of that, I guess, the normal gamut of games you see. Like you see a platinum game, you see the platinum logo, and your eyes light up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mhm.
know them, if you know them from other titles and shit, you see that logo, you see the platinum stuff, and you know it's something that's like out of the box, something a little bit special that's gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? Come through the woodworks. Think about the Legend of Korra game. Dope ass, dope, fun ass game. Honestly, way more than I expected. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of Transformers Devastation. Wasn't the craziest game, but I love the art style. I love the combat in Transformers. Like that was dope.
Yeah.
Like you think of Astral Chain, you think of Bayonetta, you think of, you know what I'm saying, like of course the Nier series, you think of Vanquish, you think of all these, you know what I'm saying, like out of the box that aren't really the norm type of games and franchise. You know what I'm saying? Some of them been on the shorter side, but they were still dope experiences. You create that track record for yourself. And of course, they aren't the greatest selling. They aren't Call of Duty level selling because they're not, of course, like they're not extended beyond a life cycle of like, like 20 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
From a business perspective, I understand his standpoint of, listen, we want to make games that, people can continually, put their money into and put their time into. And, we get something on the back end. This closeout experience, we just get $60 and that's it. That's pretty much done. Like, that's not as much money as we could tap into. From a business perspective, I understand why he's trying to do that. They want to get more investment into more, more time played and hours spent and money spent on certain longer form experiences. That's from a business side, cool. From the content side, from the gamer side, it sucks that we have such we put Platinum in a highlight, bro. Generally, Platinum Games is one of the most, like, again, revered studios in gaming today. Like, people rock with Platinum. People rock with Platinum and the games that they've done and the track record and the reputation that they've built. So to kind of go against that, to be like, yo, we want to drop just these, games as a service games. We want to drop those, and y'all stay here for as long as y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Again, they're already dipping the toe of Babylon's Fall this year. It's an MMO. It's an MMO they're doing with Square Enix. They're already trying to test those waters. And I feel like, again, with the statement that the president made in Alba, it's just they just want to go full force into this and kind of throw everything else to the wayside. And I'm like, damn, like it's like that. So I
Yeah.
mean, with that in the last story, I'm like, yo, if they could make Scalebound some game as a service shit, like, yo, would they push everything else to the side and still do this? Like, do they have like the capacity to? They might. I feel like they might. It's possible, but it's for me, it's like an L, bro. It's a L, because I'm like, y'all could really, really be doing so much and continue to do so much. But again, I understand from the business perspective, it might, it might not look the greatest. And of course, businesses got to run, they got to do what they got to do. But for the overall legacy of what y'all trying to do, this might not be the way. This might not be the right next move. I could be wrong. Y'all could be making great stuff as a as a games as a service joint, but generally the way I've seen these things go, it doesn't usually end the greatest in terms of quality experiences. So I'm not trying to play 100-hour games all the fucking time. If you give me a 10-hour game and say it's dope, it's dope. You see why I'm with Sifu now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's not a long game. I know for sure it's not a long game, but I know for damn sure I'm enjoying every second of it because it's exactly what I want out of an experience. If you can give us experiences that are so dope, but are only in a contained, format of maybe like 8 hours of, that's still fire. And I'll still support that. I'll still support whatever you put out because you've given me great experience after great experience after great experience in such a contained format, but they want to tap into bigger bags. So, sacrifice has to be made. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a real tough one, man. But still, it might be an L for me on that side, man. Platinum. Yeah, I don't know what y'all gonna do, man. We'll see. In time, we will see. But yeah, switching gears, we got a new look at Wolf Among Us 2. Actually got just popped out of the head, you know what I'm saying? Popped out the woodworks for a little bit. Got a new trailer and some new information on the Wolf Among Us 2. So basically the whole plot is about 6 months after the events of the first game story and everything that went down. Big Me's he's delving a little bit more outside the walls of Fabletown. He's gonna be dealing with some of the tensions of Snow White and her new role and how they interact, the dynamics with a few different people in New York City as he's traveling around. It's being built out in Unreal Engine. All episodes are being done in one shot, so there will be no more one episode, wait while they develop it, get your feedback in the middle. They're completing all of it in one go, so there will be a quicker turnaround for new episodes and the full rollout of the season. Slated to drop in 2023. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. What you think about this one?
So I found out I own The Wolf Among Us 1 on Epic. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I didn't, because the thing is on Epic, I log in and I get the free game,
log in, free game.
Yeah, it's just like add to library, exit Epic, because I don't want it to download right now. So I do own it. I do plan on playing it. Because I literally every time anybody brings it up, it's like you guys all have like a heart attack. It's like, oh, such a good game. So I gotta play it at this point,
bro. That's a top 3. That's a top 3 Telltale game. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's a top 3, top 2 probably. Honestly, for me, it's probably the best. For me, it's probably the best one. Like it's between. Like it's between that and maybe Batman. Like that Batman and that Batman Walking Dead. That OG Walking Dead. Like season 1. That might be the top 3. That might be the upper echelon of that whole run. But oh my gosh, man, Walking Dead. Not Walking Dead, bro. The Wolf Among Us. Wolf Among Us 2. I'm very, very excited. And again, like I was never like the craziest like Telltale person. And I was like, outside of a couple of them joints, and then I seen people get into it. It's like, okay, cool. I'll tap in, see what it is. Damn near like so much shit. Like that was the first one. The Wolf Among Us was like, yo. Okay, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. And this is the first one they come back to, you know what I'm saying? Like their official coming back party. They start with this. I think it's gonna be dope. I think they seem to know what they're doing. This development cycle seems to be going smoother with Unreal Engine and them being able to do more shit. It looks crazy from the trailer. It actually looks really, really smooth compared to the other, the past iteration and even every other Telltale game. It looks like super, super smooth and Unreal, which is dope. And again, it's just like it seems like it's a recipe brewing for success. They got all what's it called, Ad Hoc. It's a partner studio that they're working with on Wolf Among Us 2. They have a lot of veterans from the first season of Wolf Among Us, so you're gonna get that same narrative feel. I feel like they're not gonna lose that whatsoever. A lot of the same returning voice actors, of course. It seems like a W to me is brewing. It seems like a W is brewing. That's what I feel like. But I gotta be patient.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes, because I'm happy that Telltale is still coming, because I remember there was a little time period where we thought it was over for Telltale, and I'm happy that they're back. I'm excited to see what they bring, especially with their original stuff. I'm really excited to see what comes of it.
Factual, man. It's like that little like adventure style point and click genre that a lot of people grew up on, but seem to forgot. The spirit of it lies in Telltale now. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. I'm glad that they're still running. I'm glad that they're back, and I can't wait to see what they do, bro. But yeah, play Wolf Among Us 1, damn it. Play it now, play it.
I don't know about now, but it's definitely on the list. And within this year, I will play it. I will say that within this year.
All right, say less, because we gonna get a date on this shit this year. We will get a release date this year, I believe. Honestly, I
Yeah, and
really
it's
feel like
not,
we do. They said
they're not
2023.
long games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. It's not even that long either. So yeah, Wolf Among Us 2. For y'all out there, if y'all haven't played the first one, play the first season. Play that shit. I dare you. Anyways, let's switch gears a little bit to Assassin's Creed. Let's talk about it. Oh, according to Bloomberg and Eurogamer's corroborating reports, Ubisoft is planning to release a smaller Assassin's Creed title focused on stealth gameplay either this year or in 2023. So reports suggested that the main character will be Basim, which is one of the main antagonists from Valhalla. It will explain more of his backstory before the events of Valhalla, of course. And the game started as a Valhalla expansion, but eventually became its own thing and just branched off into a standalone title. And it is set in ancient Baghdad. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't. It might turn my eye a little bit, man. Wayne, what you thinking? What you thinking?
That's cool. Like that's kind of how I feel about all Assassin's Creed.
I
That's
understand.
cool.
I understand.
Just they haven't wowed me. I like that they're branching out and going a different route than the normal than what we now know as the normal Assassin's
Mm.
Creed. It's like if you would have told me like, oh, this Assassin's Creed doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, I'd be like, that's weird. That's not Assassin's Creed at all. If you would have told me
Mm.
that like 10 years ago, but now
Yep.
it's like,
And now I'm like,
like
oh well, oh yeah,
yeah,
okay. I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I'm like, I'm down for that. I'm listen. They're
yeah.
like, yo, take me back to the Assassin's Creed that I fell in love with a little bit. Like I'm not. I haven't delved too deep into the RPG side with the Origins and with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. I have not dived that deep because they're like literally 150-hour games, so I have not touched them. I'm sorry, y'all. I've seen a good amount of story on them and shit. I apologize, but damn it, that's a lot of time. All right, I got
I don't
shows to watch and
apologize.
shit. I got stuff to do. I got. Hey,
I
listen,
just don't got time for it.
he, he harsher than me. He harsher than me. But still, I like that they're making this switch. If this is an actual thing, and again, from what I've read up on Basim, he's like, yo, he's a real interesting cat. Like again, he's one of the main villains of the game. So it's like he's kind of dealing with like early iterations of like the Templars and shit. Like he's outposted and like I don't know what the fuck he be doing amongst. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what he's doing, messing with all the folks in. I guess like I don't even know where they even situated at. Like again, Valhalla, wherever the hell they at. But it seems like an interesting character. People seem to really like him as a character. Assassin's Creed fans, and again, it's just mainly the switch to gameplay that I like. If you're gonna go back to like again AC Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 3, like that roots, like pre RPG remix version of that, I'm cool with that. I'm good because I'm like, yo, you take me back to that. I'm like, yo, I'll give y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm be liable to give y'all another chance. Honestly, I'll be ready to jump back in. But that's just that's just me. Hoping to see how that pans out. Of course, it's gonna be set in between the next AC Infinity drop, which would be somewhere probably 2024, 2025. So we'll see what they do with this one, man. We'll see what they do. Assassin's Creed, we're gonna check on you. Next up on the docket, we had Atomic Heart. So the FPS title Atomic Heart dropped its first trailer from developers Munfish, and it's looking real zany, man. It's been described as an action-packed FPS set in the alternative retro future version of a 1950s USSR. So we're in Soviet Russia. You seemingly take the role as an escape test subject who's armed with an experimental polymer glove technology and have to fight back against the collective of robots that fill the streets in Russia. Now, it seems to be like Bioshocky in nature with like an elemental side on one hand and a gun in the other as you're fighting through waves of different robots, enemies, you know what I'm saying, monsters and whatnot. It's looking pretty good. And of course, Mick Gordon, who scored the Doom Eternal and Doom soundtracks, is there to do music, which is dope. What do you think about this one, man?
It looks like literally what you just said. It literally looks like what BioShock would be if it was made today.
Mm.
It looks interesting. Everything looks good. The only issue I have, and it could just be a trailer thing. The voice acting
Oh,
is
I
very,
was gonna
very
say,
rough.
I was gonna say it too. I was gonna say it too.
That's the only issue I have, and I don't know why it just feels off.
Ew, it just,
The,
ooh.
the, here's what I think it is. Maybe that's like the English dub, and you're supposed to play it with like Russian voice acting. I really hope I'm not overthinking this. I hope that that's what's going on here, and like, hey, we went cheap on the dub because we got Russian voice actors to do the Russian script or whatever the fuck. I'll
Mm.
play it. I'll play it subbed. I don't care. But that voice acting is gonna make me want to skip cutscenes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
very much. I feel like I was doing the voices for them, and like that's not a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was the only thing that popped out to me. Is like, ooh, what the hell is that? Like, I'm like, y'all
Who's
supposed to be.
talking?
Thought y'all was Russian. What the hell's going on here? This is rough. This is like generic, bro. This is like that dude from that Final Fantasy Chaos game, bro. I'm like, yo, this is real. This is real
Yeah.
cookie cutter right here. I don't like that. I don't like that. It just seemed very, very pale to me. Very off color. I didn't necessarily enjoy that voice acting, but everything else looked great. Again, I had the chance to check the website. There was
Beautiful.
yeah, I had a chance to check the website and just some of the lore behind it and like how this scientist basically like he's a neuroscience guy and then he was like earned his PhD, you know what I'm saying, got promoted to the head of robotics after World War II and he occupied a lot of land and like he just figured out a way to separate consciousness from the mind so like people's consciousness were like input into robots. He made this thing called the collective. Great backstory and it explains a lot of this stuff and it's like again the enemies look real damn scary. Like the settings look really, again, like Soviet Russia-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like the color palette, some of the, again the mix with the technology and stuff like that. Like again, similar, not I'd say the same, not the same vein, but the same ballpark is like a Deathloop, where it's like kind of a different take on a certain like past setting and stuff like that. Like a different I guess rewrapping of a certain time period, which looks really cool. It looks really cool. The gunplay looks
Yeah.
cool. The actual the abilities, the elemental stuff that you can use, like he like so he had somebody fly at him and he froze him midair, just shot his ass. I was like, that's good. That's Bioshock
That's cool
looking.
as shit.
I like that. I like all of that. So it's looking really smooth, and I'm hoping that maybe just the voice acting was a blip, but everything else looks fantastic,
I hope
fantastic.
so.
So yeah, let's keep an eye out for Atomic Heart. You know what I'm saying, and make sure we got our Russian, you know what I'm saying, translator with us. Anyways, we're on to our last topic of the day. So Tom Holland want some of Jack and Daxter. That's so basically this week, just as Tom Holland told the press he would love to be a part of some A24 studio adaptation of the Jack and Daxter series. It's so dark and gritty. Actually, the Uncharted movie director Ruben Fleischer revealed that he's working on a film adaptation for the classic PS franchise himself. Now, we know that PlayStation has 10 movie adaptations on the way with Uncharted, Twisted Metal, Ghost of Tsushima, what's it called? The Last of Us, and now Jack and Daxter, which will take up half of the slots. Now, my question to you is, do you want to see Jack and Daxter? Like, how would that even pan out?
If we get a Jack and Daxter movie before we get another Jack and Daxter,
I'm gonna
movie,
shoot somebody.
I'm gonna be so fucking mad because there's just no point. Like there's just no point,
bro.
Like I get it. I cool. Like I never watched Jack and Daxter and thought to myself, this would be a cool TV show. I could see it as like not even like a kids show, but like it's just how are you gonna make it look like you gotta like no man, it just looks the game looks good as a game because like the characters got the elf ears and the fucking thing. It's I don't know.
Dog, I took my glasses off for this one. I just want to say this. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Leave the precursor legacy alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I don't want to see it. I don't. And again, if you drop a movie before you drop a actual remake, this better. And even then, this better be a situation of, it's Ratchet and Clank, so we're dropping a game at the same time we dropping a movie. And I will still be a little bit pissed off because I'm like, yo, bro, this is serious, bro. Like, yo, we need like some substantial stuff right here. Like, I want a game by itself, and then you could drop a movie like a year later. Don't taint this release. Don't do that. No slight to Ratchet and Clank because Ratchet and Clank was actually heat, but
It was gas.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? I don't like that. I don't like that, bro. I don't want to see no Tom Holland with no damn goatee, tacked on beard and stuff with an Otzel on his shoulder. I don't want to see that. I'm sorry, Tom Holland, I love you. I don't want to see that though.
It's the thing is, it's just like I don't know who this is for because like
Cool.
like Last of Us, good story. It's just a good story. You can make that
Makes
into a
sense.
TV show because it makes sense. Humans, whatever. Ratchet and Clank has a following because they've been making games for this franchise
Animated.
since ever. Yeah, like literally, it's been an animated movie. They've been making games since ever. What's the other one? Ghost of Tsushima, recent game, big popularity. Keep going, like
Facts.
solid.
Make
cool.
sure I got the OG actor in there, please.
Twisted Metal can easily be done with regular humans. really interesting story. I remember I used to
Facts.
watch all the Twisted Metal endings for the games because I didn't have the games, but
Mhm.
they were just like so. It was
Fact.
really cool. I think it could be interesting,
Listen,
interesting take. And if it's a horror movie, horror movies make money regardless.
facts. If death race was even a thing, Twisted Metal could be 10 times that. So let's not even
You know what
front.
I'm saying?
Facts.
Easy,
That makes
easy.
sense. That one makes sense.
Jack and Daxter. When was the last Jack and Daxter game? You know, like the last Jack and Daxter
I
game
don't
was
know.
Jack and Daxter was Jack X, which released I believe on the PS2.
There
I
was,
didn't
I thought
play
it
it.
was Daxter. I thought it was Daxter on the PSP.
Oh,
That was
I'm sorry,
Daxter.
Daxter on the PSP. I thought it was a spin-off, so I didn't know if it like had to do with like the
I
full
thought it counted.
franchise.
I thought it
I
counted.
mean, no, it counts as in the franchise. I meant more so like I
Yeah.
didn't know if it continued the main story. That's what I didn't know.
Oh
I didn't know.
yeah. Off the top of my
Um,
head, I do not remember. But that game was fire though. Let's not
yeah,
front because that shit
I'm
was
sure it
heat.
was.
That shit was
What I'm
heat.
saying is like we don't even got a remaster. We got ports.
Yeah.
Um, like the Jack and Daxter community, they're starving, bro. They haven't eaten in years. Like now it's like, oh, we got a movie coming out. It's like
Bro.
who's still around? Because
Facts.
now these motherfuckers are hungry. You know what happens when you're hungry? You're cranky. So when you tell Jack and Daxter fans, hey, you're gonna go movie, guess what these motherfuckers are gonna say? That's not what we wanted. That's not what we've been asking for. We've been
Bro.
asking for a new
Bro.
game.
All the people who are waiting years and years just whittled out one by one. You know what they did? You know what they did? They went to America's Army Proving Grounds to go play with the other 300 people. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do some wild shit. They're gonna be army medics, bro. This is what you're making us do, PlayStation. This is what you're making us do. Like, what's wrong with fools, bruh? Like, I understand the overall strategy. Again, we talked about this last episode, or the episode before with Bungie and everything going on, of making an entire ecosystem where PlayStation is at the center. You want PlayStation movies, you want PlayStation this, that, the third, blah, blah, blah. But it has to make sense. It has to make sense. Now, if this movie is animated, then okay, I can actually stomach this. You know what I'm saying? That's actually way more palatable to me. But if it's live action, if it's anything to do with live action, leave it in the grave. Don't do it. Like, actually don't do it. Because, again, there's things that make sense and there's things that don't make sense. And Hollywood has a real tendency of making a lot of things not make sense and pushing a lot of shit that don't make sense. It's a very, very, very weird situation where it's like, yo, y'all ain't dropping a game, but y'all want to drop a movie. Y'all want to just drop this detail in front of us like this. You dangling a piece of meat in front of our eyes, and then we're like, yo, I'm about to like hook on you real quick because you're not giving me what I want, which is the game. You're giving me like this other thing. You're giving me asparagus, bro. I don't even want the asparagus right now. I don't want that. You could have gave it to us after the you know what I'm saying, the thing we're looking for, but you're bullshitting. You're bullshitting. So listen, I can already bet somebody's photoshopped Tom Holland's face like onto the goatee, everything that's on Jack. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me, man. Listen, we need to have a real solid focus group about all this shit, man. We really need to have a whole like actual constructive conversation about what games make sense for an adaptation and what doesn't. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want. I want clarity. That's all. Listen, man. It's been a lot, man. It's been a lot. But that was the last topic of the day. Hey, man, we made it through, man. We made it through another episode down. Anything else? Any other news stories before we get on out of here?
I don't have any news stories. Only thing is Lost Ark comes out. So if you guys are interested in MMOs, that game comes out. I'll probably be playing that because there's too many people around me that are telling me to get it, and it's free. So I'll be on that. And I'll be on a little cool game on Monday. I haven't made the announcement yet, but it's a studio gifted your boy something. So we will be making that announcement hopefully before the end of the weekend.
Big W.
But yeah, other than that, that's really the only thing that's the only thing I got.
Go check out that new trailer for Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? Go shoot that. There's new footage that dropped on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hawkman looking fire, Dr. Fate looking fire.
Oh yeah, the DC thing, yeah.
I think they might have one. You know what I'm saying? The Rock might actually, fingers crossed, they might be on some fire with that shit. But aside from that, we're getting close to Valentine's Day. If anybody, daughter, you know what I'm saying, want to take me out for something like that, send something to my Cash App, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be dope. Otherwise, I'm out here at work just not doing shit. That'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? if anybody could just literally somebody that just DM me mouthful mode and I'll be on it. All right, we'll talk. All right, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Anyways, that's all I got for this episode of the No Cooldown podcast. Thank everybody for listening. Thank everybody for tuning in. Next week we will be back for episode 10. A lot more news to go. A lot of games to come through the funnel. We got some reviews that we gotta talk about with the games down the line. We will let y'all know about that. Otherwise, if you are not hip, please follow us on all social platforms. Again, I'm gonna run through it. Botaku channel on YouTube, WenEazy on all of the platforms. For me, ThatManTripp on all platforms. For the podcast, it's at No Cooldown Pod on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what's going on. Let us know how you feel. Let us know what you want to see on next podcast episodes. Because yes, we do take suggestions. So please be sure to reach out to us. Show us some love. Search us literally No Cooldown on all podcast apps. We are now on Apple Podcasts. Finally, they cleared my damn email. They had me a random ass screening on an email. I don't even know how you do that. Like it's the airport and shit. Anyways, we're there. You know what I'm saying? So all you have to do is search No Cooldown on all podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Anchor. Like, we are there. So please search us, rate us highly, and we'll catch you for the next one, man. Go drink y'all water. Go tell people you love them. We out this bitch. We gone, man. No Cooldown out.